Hello everyone, we are Noor, Dina, Haider and Rohan, four friends who have planned a nice trip to beautiful Toronto in Canada. This has always been a dream for all four of us, so we can't wait to go there. We thought this dream would never come true because Canada is on the other side of the world, but we were always behind the quote, "Dream not your life, live your dreams." Of course, you're going to need money if you're planning a vacation to the other side of the world. We were asking ourselves, how are we going to get that money? After a short discussion, we came up with a number of ideas. Together, we are going to organize a number of events. The first event is called Bake Cake. We will bake and sell delicious cakes at our beautiful school for a whole week. In consultation with Mrs. Verard, this decision has been made. The second event is called the Artist Awards. We are lucky that our friend Dina Ayada is a talented artist. Of course, we make use of that. We will spend 2 weeks, every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday in a concert hall located in the side street of the Mid, where people can enjoy a fantastic performance that will be given by Dina. The entrance costs €10, but the people will not regret their expense. The third event we will organize is the Money Money. The name says it all. We will make a lot of money with this event. All four of us are going to do a student job in the Delhaize for a month. The last event we will organize is called the Floes. At this event, we will organize a car wash. The cars that will be washed are those of our neighbors. The cars will look brand new.
We depart from Amsterdam to Toronto on Saturday, October 31st. The plane leaves at 1:25 p.m. and we arrive in Toronto at the Pearson International Airport at 4:35 p.m. The flight lasts 8 hours and 10 minutes. Each plane ticket costs €760. The return flight costs €289. We leave on Sunday, November the 8th. At 6:10 p.m. and we arrive in Amsterdam at 7:20 p.m. All four of us are staying at the One King West Hotel and Residence from October 31st until November the 8th. The cost of our stay is €1,564 per person. We chose to go to Toronto because the city is extremely active and its attractions fit perfectly with the definition of an urban style trip. For the first day, we plan to go jogging at the Mount Pleasant Cemetery. This cemetery is very old, rusty, and beautiful, with ridiculous old trees and amazing creepy Gothic mausoleums. Later that day, we will take a bike ride along the Humber River. We want to start north on Finch and go down towards the lake, or start at the lake and go up towards Finch. All of us think that either option is incredibly scenic and lovely. We also heard that we will meet tons of geese along the way, potentially deers and raccoons. We are also going to Toronto Island, but we are immediately leaving all the touristy places and heading straight to Toronto Island Marina. There is a bar called Upper Deck with amazing atmosphere, cheap foods and drinks, and occasionally rock concerts. The skyline at dusk or at night is to die for. For the rest of our week, we are going to visit different places. We are going to explore downtown Toronto. It is a historical national site of Canada preserved for the enjoyment of locals and visitors. This area is set of old Victorian industrial buildings that were transformed into restaurants, cafes, art galleries, clothing, and decorative stores. In the Distillery District, we want to enjoy a walk to admire the architecture and details that are maintained to recreate the time when it was operating as a distillery.
We heard about the Toronto Ripley Aquarium and how it preserves the life of animals. The impressive part of the Dangerous Lagoon is the largest area of all, with its transparent roof tunnel where we can see sharks and others swimming over us. We also want to discover very closely the striped blanket in the Ray Bay area because they are really impressive. The most impressive feature is a huge underwater tunnel with a moving sidewalk. You can watch the ocean world go by all around you as sharks glide past and sawfish linger on the tunnel roof above. This is truly a serene experience for all ages. Another unexpected highlight is a jellyfish display, accented with creative lighting. Further on, touch tanks with stingrays and small sharks allow for a hands-on experience. And for the engineering-minded, the building's open concept also allows for a look at the life support system and filtration equipment operating the facility. Canada is home to a few major landforms, and the one Toronto is on is the St. Lawrence Lowlands, home to eagles, beavers, wolves, blue jays, and bluebirds. The lowlands in Toronto take the form of small hills and escarpments, which will become drastically more common the further north you venture. Its main source of fresh water is from Lake Ontario. Toronto rests on the shore of Lake Ontario, which is the smallest of the 5 Great Lakes. 2 major rivers run through the city, flowing through the Toronto Harbor in Lake Ontario. The Don River flows through the east end of the city, while the Humber River runs through the west end. The area of the Toronto Harbor emerged naturally out of sediment buildup, which also created the Toronto Islands. The lake is a popular spot for recreation and swimming, and a source of drinking water for over 6 million people. Standing in beautifully kept grounds, Casa Loma is an extraordinary building somewhat reminiscent of a medieval castle. With close to 100 rooms, including 36 bathrooms, the house is now a museum. Visitors can take a look back in time to a period of European elegance and splendor. Canada's foremost castle is complete with decorated suites, secret passages, an 800-foot tunnel, towers, stables, and 5 acres of estate gardens.
A quick day trip from Toronto to Nigeria Falls is well worth the time. We can be standing on the edge of the falls in just over an hour. A tour to Nigeria Falls from Toronto is an easy way to see the falls if you don't want to drive yourself. Tours offer hotel pickup and drop-off and include a Hornblower Nigeria cruise, which takes you up close to the wall of water tumbling that is the main Horseshoe Falls. Tours also stop at some of the key sites in the area, including Whirlpool Rapids, the Floro Clock, and the beautiful little town of Nigeria on the Lake. If we have enough time, we may also want to consider spending a night at Nigeria Falls to explore the downtown and see the falls lit up at night. We have been over the moon to visit the St. Lawrence Market. This is Toronto's most famous market, both for its architecture and for the variety of local products found within it. Located in the downtown of the city, the market becomes a very central point to visit and what to do in Toronto. It is easily recognizable thanks to its vintage style architecture, both outside and inside. It's also recognized by the National Geographic as the best food market in the world. From the entrance, you can enjoy the great variety of fruits, vegetables, meats, cheeses, and more goods of Canadian and international culture. We can't wait to visit this place during one morning and we can give ourselves a try. We can't wait to visit this place during one morning and we can give ourselves a taste to try some of the food while we walk during the place. We heard that Toronto's signature meal is a Paymil bacon sandwich, and we won't find a fresher one anywhere else in the city because pretty much all the Paymil in the city goes through the Caruso Bakery. We would also love to visit an entertainment destination. The Hockey Hall of Fame is truly in a league of its own. Spread across 65,000 square feet, the Hall of Fame offers something for everyone, the finest collection of hockey artifacts at all levels of play from around the world. You can go one-on-one against life-size animated versions of today's greatest goalies and shooters, including Carey Price and Sidney Crosby. Theaters, themed exhibits dedicated to the game's greatest players, themes, and achievements. Larger-than-life statues, a replica NHL dressing room, an unrevolved selection of hockey-related merchandise within their store, and NHL trophies, including, best of all, the Stanley Cup.
We are keen on nature because it's always peaceful and relaxing. We would love to visit the High Park, which is located west of downtown Toronto, the city's largest public park. It's bestowed with a rich green cover of vegetation. We'll head to the hillside gardens in the park to encounter spectacular waterfalls, small bridges, and flowering trees. The maple leaf-shaped flower bed at the bottom of the hill looks charming, with its colorful blooming flowers. There's also a mini zoo, an adventure park, a waterfront area, tennis courts, soccer fields, and picnic areas. They are all distributed across the enchanting park landscape. Toronto's Distillery District is a restored historic area which has been transformed into a trendy entertainment and shopping district. Charming boutiques, galleries, artist studios, and restaurants fill the old buildings. This is an interesting place to come during the day or evening and any time of the year. All four of us are obsessed with shopping, so of course we will have to visit this area. A variety of entertainment events are held here, but one of the most well-known is the annual Toronto Christmas Market. Wooden stalls are decorated for Christmas who sell unique gifts. A huge Christmas tree stands in an open square and cozy outdoor areas are set up, often with couches and large fire pits to gather around. Restaurants offer outdoor dining despite the cold, with heat lamps and lap blankets. Hot chocolate is always readily available at this time of the year. Scenic Caves Nature Adventures is one of the main reasons why we wanted to visit Toronto. It's located at the highest point in the Nigeria Escarpment in a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. It provides the thrills and chills of an adventurous package in the heart of nature. We can take self-guided tours, so we are going to take a daring walk 60 feet above the forest floor on southern Canada's longest 420-foot suspension bridge. Or if you want a bit more adventure, we can take a ride on Canada's longest twin zip line, the Thunderbird.
Let's go to Canada.